Tarian Bali diiringi dengan alunan musik gamelan khas Nusantara bergema di Amerika Serikat. Tak seperti penampilan seni pada umumnya, pertunjukan seni ini dimainkan oleh warga negara asing. Dengan lihai, mereka memainkan sejumlah ensemble. Tak ketinggalan para penari dengan gerakan yang tak kalah lincah dengan masyarakat Nusantara. Penampilan ini dibawakan oleh kelompok seni gamelan Bali bernama Gamelan Sekar Jaya yang bermukim di Berkeley, tak jauh dari kota San Francisco. Gamelan Sekar Jaya telah berdiri sejak 1979 yang dimotori oleh trio Michael Tenzer, Wayan Suweca, dan Rachel Cooper. Michael dan Rachel, warga negara Amerika, sengaja tinggal di Bali untuk memperdalam seni gamelan Bali.
I first started playing gamelan at UCLA. I was a student of world arts and cultures, and our music department had a Balinese gamelan. And I dutifully came for Balinese gamelan 1A, and then I came for Balinese gamelan 1B. But they had no way to continue those studies. So I was able to move to Bali and, in fact, study very seriously in Bali with teachers there. And then when I met Michael Tenzer, we thought, let's start a group in California. We never thought it would go for 44 years.
The three of us met and we realized that we were all going to be living in Berkeley, California the following year. And I had just purchased a set of Balinese gamelan instruments. So we agreed that when we arrived in Berkeley in the summer of 1979, that we would call together our friends and begin a group, and Suweca would be our teacher.
Tak sekedar menjadi kumpulan para praktisi budaya yang mengajar dan menggelar pertunjukan seni, Gamelan Sekar Jaya menciptakan ruang kreativitas bagi anggotanya untuk bisa menghayati lebih jauh seni gamelan Bali dengan mempelajari sejumlah ensemble.
At the beginning, Gamelan Sekar Jaya had one set of instruments in the very popular style known as Gamelan Gong Kebiar, and then after a few years they acquired a smaller kind of ritual ensemble called Gamelan Angklung, and then over the years they have acquired also Gamelan Gender Wayang, which is traditionally used for cremations and for shadow plays. They have, through the efforts of one very enthusiastic member, Sam Wantman, they acquired a Gamelan Jigog, which was made of large bamboo found mostly in western Bali. And there is also a big dance program in Gamelan Sekar Jaya, and there has been Gamelan Joget as well. So there are many different genres of Balinese music are represented.
We have done wayang kulit, we have done topeng, we have done new creations. And one of our strongest suits, I think, is our dedication and connection with Bali. So we have brought some of the greatest teachers from Bali to teach in California. And it's unusual because we are a private group that is not a part of the university. So that has led us to develop a long-term relationship with the performers, but also with Bali itself and with the teachers in Bali. So we've had some of the most amazing and incredible artists who have come and taught, and really intergenerational, and also both men and women.
Keseriusan Gamelan Sekar Jaya dalam mengenalkan budaya Indonesia, khususnya gamelan Bali di negara Paman Sam, berbuah manis. Meski memiliki perbedaan latar budaya yang jauh dengan Indonesia, Gamelan Sekar Jaya berhasil menarik sejumlah orang untuk bergabung mempelajari kesenian tradisional ini. Sudah lebih dari 200 anggota telah bergabung dalam Gamelan Sekar Jaya, dengan ratusan pertunjukan serta kolaborasi yang digelar di sejumlah daerah di Amerika. Gamelan Sekar Jaya menjadi kelompok gamelan Bali tertua yang mendunia.
Members of Gamelan Sekar Jaya, over the years there have been hundreds of members, and they have come mostly from the United States, but there are also many Indonesians, and there have been Canadians, and I believe there have been some people from Germany and Japan and other countries as well.
One of the challenges of teaching and learning gamelan in the United States, and I would add dance as well, is that many of the people who are studying the form do not come from Indonesia. So some of the cultural understanding of the music, in addition to learning the music itself, needs to be incorporated. And we have always felt that that respect and that integration of the music and the culture were a critical part of what we were trying to do, because music is not just a series of notes. It's not just sound. It's part of culture, and it's part of how we understand each other as human beings.
Semangat yang ditanamkan Rachel Cooper, Michael Tenzer, dan Wayan Suweca kepada para anggota gamelan berhasil membuat para anggota Sekar Jaya jatuh hati pada kesenian tradisional dan budaya Indonesia.
So, I know Indonesian art and culture is very broad. I happen to focus more on dance and music of Bali. And one of the motivations is that it's not only beautiful art with rich teaching lineages, but through these wonderful teachers and artists, we get so many wonderful values for life and teaching that you can use in all aspects of life.
Dedikasi dan pengembangan ide mereka dalam melestarikan musik gamelan di luar Indonesia merupakan penghargaan yang tak ternilai. Seni telah menyatukan bangsa yang berbeda menjadi satu komunitas yang menghasilkan sebuah harmoni yang indah dalam kehidupan. Gamelan Sekar Jaya telah membuat kesenian tradisional Indonesia ini tetap hidup tak lekang oleh zaman dengan jalan yang mereka tempuh.
I hope that gamelan and Indonesian performance practice in the United States continues to grow as a part of, first, one of the great musical traditions of the world, in this case Balinese gamelan, as sophisticated and an incredibly beautiful a belief system. And particularly with gamelan, it's interesting because it's a form where there is no one soloist. It's all about community. It's all about playing music really well together. It's also all about listening to each other. So that makes this music, I think, a wonderful metaphor for how we live in the world.
And I would also say that one of the most successful aspects of Gamelan Sekar Jaya's artistic work over the years has been new and experimental music, and in commissioning composers from Indonesia and also from America to create new kinds of artistic collaborations or new compositions or new dances, and these have had a significant influence in Bali, and the influence goes both ways, of course, so Sekar Jaya is always looking at what's new and cutting edge in Balinese music and dance.